next year, 2025, aim number one is stay injury free. Yeah, obviously this year not been the best again, but hoping that having had like a nice good bit of time off and then like super slow build back up should be in a good place to hit 2025. So yeah, it's the main plan, Ironman Pro Series, hopefully actually be able to take part this year and do more than one race. I'm going to start the season with Ironman South Africa, end of March, touch wood. And then yeah, basically I have a rough plan, but it depends how the year goes. So there's options of which Ironmans in the middle I do, obviously Kona, and then a couple of 70.3s, which again, it depends a bit on like how I recover, how the training's going, what the travel looks like, etc. I also want to try and do some of the big gravel races, which is another reason for trying to do South Africa at the beginning, because then I've got some time in the middle to do some of the longer sort of gravel. So the one I'm looking at the moment at Tracker and Unbound. Just have to work out a bit of logistics and kind of if it's actually possible to kind of get a team together and pay for it, etc. Yeah, I think some of the long gravel is actually maybe more expensive and logistically challenging than Ironman. So we'll see, but that's the kind of rough plan, and then some like fun gravel at the end of the year, and there's a few different options there. But yeah, main focus, like I said, like Kona, obviously it's a Kona year, and who knows, maybe everyone will be back in one place, and Pro Series is the other aim. I think, yeah, if I can actually get through a year with getting some running in, should hopefully go quite well. So yeah, sponsor-wise, this year's been super tricky, renegotiating contracts. Obviously now having had 2 years of not really having any results, feels like not really being in the best position to have those conversations. Some sponsors have been really good about it. Some sponsors have not been quite so good about it, but I've ended up in a pretty good place. So yeah, pretty happy to say that I'll be with all the same sponsors, which is nice. I think when you found the kit that you like and you know works for you, it's really nice to have that continuity. Obviously makes life easier as well from like a bike perspective, not having to mess around with like bike fit too much, like nutrition wise, knowing that nutrition works, etc. So yes, I'll be staying with Argon 18 for my bike. I think there's some exciting things coming next year, which will be good. Parkour for the wheels, paired with classified, and that'll be quite interesting as well, I think, on some of the gravel side as well, with some of what they're looking at doing. Never Second for nutrition, and Hoob for race kit and swim kit, and hopefully still Gelanu. That's the one that I haven't quite confirmed yet actually, but hopefully still Gelanu for my general kind of cycling kit. So staying with all the same sponsors, which is really nice. Who knows, maybe by the end of next year I might be in a position to get on some new sponsors, or some, actually negotiate some slightly better deals than I have for next year. But yeah, I think it's quite a tough sponsorship market out there at the moment, particularly from a sort of bike brand perspective. I think it's quite like a lot of brands have not had the best time post-COVID, and I think quite a lot of athletes are seeing that in some of the deals that are being offered, etc. But yeah, obviously as my own agent, really hard when you've not had the best results to try and negotiate those things and know sort of how to pitch yourself. So first couple of months will just be kind of steady training, to be honest. A bit home for a bit. I've actually been really enjoying being at home. Then probably Spain for most of February and probably a bit of March, because I guess with Ironman South Africa being quite early, I want to be able to get some good long outdoor rides in, which probably the weather at home is not really going to be great to try and do that on the TT bike. So yeah, I think we'll hopefully be in Spain. We're just working out where, because the pool that we often swim at the last few years is currently shut due to some kind of Spanish politics. So yeah, just looking at other options, but likely to be south of Spain, which would be nice, and hopefully with like a good group of the squad again. And then maybe, like, depending on weather and heat, etc., maybe head out to South Africa a bit early, or maybe just come home for a bit more heat pre-South Africa if it looks like it's going to be hot. But I think by the end of March it should have cooled down a bit, actually. And then, yeah, post-South Africa it'll be kind of recover, decide on the next block, yeah, see what kind of learnings we need to take from that and go from there.
And Leeds for January?
Yeah, Leeds for January at the moment, unless the weather's terrible, in which case I'll escape. Although part of that now also depends a little bit on if someone wants to fund it, because money is not going to be flowing as freely next year.